So this is without mastering.
Do the highs and lows.
And this is with master channel.
Do the highs and lows.
Hey, what's up? The House Market fam, Cashew here, and welcome to another tutorial. Today we're gonna talk about mastering. So I'm gonna show you guys the easy way and cool way how to master a song, a house song. So yeah, let's dive into it. So we have this track right here, and I'm just gonna play it, and we're gonna first of all analyze it and see if it needs like additional work, and then we're gonna move on to the processing and yeah, mastering. So let's just hear the drop first. Okay, it sounds nice. Like only thing that I would probably pretty much do, I would just boost maybe the clap a little bit. Maybe lower down the hats. So this channel of hats, couple of decibels. Well, let's first of all, let's start with a mastering phase. So I like to kick off my mastering chains with Gullfoss. So Gullfoss Master, it's pretty much a plugin which helps you. It just curves pretty much. It's just like a smart, intelligent AI EQ, which is based on the pink noise. You can search pretty much this company right here, Sound Theory, to find out how it works more. I just know that makes the soundtrack a little bit better, more balanced, and I really like it for this boost option, which is, I'll actually get into it. But first of all, let's just like set the recover. I like to kind of like go from like 10% to 20%. So let's just like see. I'll do it around 40, and I like to tame around maybe like 0 to maximum 10%. So like I'm completely sure what it does, but I know when you raise up the tame, it tames the higher frequencies. So yeah, and the boost, if you go it's almost like a tone. So like for example, if I go up, it's gonna focus more on the low end, while if I go down, it's gonna focus more on the high end. So check it out. You can kind of see like this was drastic, but you know, medium between them would be kind of nice. Yeah, this is pretty nice. You can see the Gullfoss setting like a boost around the 200 hertz. Means we kind of missed some energy right there. Okay, perfect. So we have this plugin. The next plugin that I like to use, also I know I'm really aware that the sound is low because we have a lot of headroom, but we're at the end of the master channel is going to be loud. So mastering processing, my man. Yeah, the next plugin that I like to use is called Saturn. The preset that I like to use is called Faster Master. And the reason why I like to use it is because it immediately tells you what's kind of wrong with a track in a way. So also make sure to, when you're using it, always use with a linear phase, and quality superb if possible. Good. Yeah, good or superb. I always like to use superb because it sounds better. So check it out. So you can see a nice boost of saturation across the whole frequency range. You can see, as I said in the beginning, it kind of tells you what's wrong with it. So you can see we kind of have that the hats are a little bit too loud. Also the off beat like snares are a little bit also too loud. Okay, perfect. So now what I like to do, I actually like to go into Mag EQ, this guy right here, and I like to play with a, so pretty much I like to play with a sub 40 hertz, 2.5K, and air, which you can actually kind of set. So first of all, let's play with a sub. So I like to boost it. Also, you see, like, always the big advantage of getting pretty much doing whatever you do is always boost it up maximum, because you can kind of hear the difference and then you can tame it. So really nice. So as I said, I always do this. So I go from like 0, like maximum, just to kind of hear how it's gonna sound. You can see just a little bit of EQing right here, helps you a ton. Check it out with Mag EQ and without. So this is without. And now check out how the sub bass and the high end, and again a little bit. So sub bass gets a little bit more boomy, and high end gets a little bit more shiny. So check it out. So this is without, and this is with. So you can see really nice. We're gonna go back into it, but pretty much that's the first thing. Okay, so the next thing that I like to do, I like to use a black box. So this guy right here, it's a saturation plugin. I like to use just a little bit, you know. It's you can easily go too hard with it, just because it's really delicate, and you really need to be yeah, you need to use it in a nice way. So first of all, what I like to do, I like to use the saturation. So let's start with it. Then a little bit of pentatone right here. You can see a happy amount right here is kind of like around 70%. And we can add some air. Also, what air is kind of like the crispy high end. We can kind of add, you can kind of see if I push it up real hard, you will be able to hear it. This is without anything. Again, it just gets a little bit more meaner down in the low end, especially if I lower down if I solo the kick and the bass. Also, I would just do a little bit more sidechain on the kick, on the bass, sorry. We're just gonna do it like this. We'll do this really quickly. We don't lose time. Also, we're just gonna put on the limiter at the end. We're gonna go back into it a little bit later, but for now, let's put it. Yeah, it sounds way better now with a sidechain. So this is the track with without black box. And this is a track with black box, so check it out. Yeah, it just gets a little bit more meaner. And let's also run this again so we can kind of see. Yeah, around 60% is nice amount. Okay, so next thing, actually before that, I'm gonna put on the span. So this is some of the plugins that I forgot to put on at the beginning. So with a span, I just want to make sure that it doesn't, I just want to pretty much see how it looks the waveform. Not the waveform, because waveform we actually have here, but the how it looks, the frequency spectrum. So you see, we can kind of add some extra bump, like around 660 hertz. So like, again, just lower down the hats a little bit more, the OP snare. And I was also thinking about maybe getting rid of the some low end. There is no low end, but maybe some more sidechain on this. Which we're gonna just enable pretty much just there, so be like this.
Do the highs and lows. Cause the music heals, you know.
Okay, sounds way better. Okay, the next thing that I like to do is I like to put on the Q3, pretty much like this. Make sure it's in linear phase and search for the resonance frequency. So how I usually do that is I like to click this. Yeah, just pretty much make a new random point and click on the headphones and then pretty much go through the spectrum. Just put this on loop so it's a little bit easier for us to hear and listen. Yep, one was there. Go on to another one. One was there as well. Go on to the other one, another one. Yep, another one. One. Yeah, this one. Another one. For example, with the resonances and how we usually pick them, it's really important that you have a nice listening environment. What I mean by that is, I mean nice proper headphones, studio, because it's gonna be just way easier for you to hear them, and to analyze and to recognize them. Yeah, this one's really nasty. Like this. And I feel a couple of more and we're pretty much done. Yep, and one more down in the low end. Yep. Okay, so what I like to do now is I like to pretty much highlight them and just lower them down like this with a dynamic EQ. So also switch this to like 3, 6. Go back. Like -3, that's enough. And you can kind of hear the drastic difference pretty much that this makes. So this is without, and this is with. Just sounds, in my opinion, a bit more cleaner. The next thing that I like to do is I like to turn on the Sooth. Just go on this preset right here, mastering, what it says. Where is it? Yeah, I like to go into the Sooth, and I like to use this preset called Master Start. Pretty much, yeah, just lower this down because it's a little bit too harsh on my CPU. So pretty much, check it out. So this pretty much just does what we did here, but across the whole spectrum. So it's just like a, you know, just to make sure there is like no additional peaks going through. Okay, perfect. So the next thing that I like to do, I like to put on the Oxford Inflator and then just like raise it up. You can see just like effect around 30% and then curve around -12 just to make it a little bit more darker in a way, you know, not that like bright. So you can kind of hear this is without processing and without Oxford Inflator. And this is with Oxford Inflator. Sounds nice, right? Okay, and the next thing that I like to do is I like to use Pro MB. So I like to switch it, of course, to linear phase, and I like to oversample if possible to like 2. I like to just using around like kind of like this area right here, from like 1K to 3K. So exactly this area right here. Let's do 4K, just to tame it even further, and you see just like a minimal kind of thing. Okay, perfect. And now I go into the limiter, and I pretty much like to turn on this 1-on-1. So pretty much this, what this does pretty much, it's just kind of going to show you how your track is going to sound when pushed far with a limiter. So check it out. So you can see +8 would clip. Around +2, it sounds nice. So let's just check it out with off. Let's check if it clips. Okay, we're just getting a little bit more, a little bit of clipping. True peak on and mastering if you possible on +8. So adjust the sidechain a little bit. Lower down the hats. And this is pretty much how the master track should sound like. So check it out without master channel. So this is without mastering.
Do the highs and lows.
And this is with master channel. So.
Do the highs and lows.
There is this one piece that I just wanna get rid of. So let's just play it. Just gonna go back here and make another one. Switch it to the bell. Paste. Okay, perfect.
Do the highs and lows. 'Cause the music heals, you know.
Yeah, this is really nice progress and really nice sounding master. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you have some additional questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and we'll get back to you. So make sure to subscribe and like the video, and thank you so much for watching. See you guys.